they do a road trip, him and his other Porsche friends, in a place called Chase the Dragon. I don't know where it is in the UK, in the US, sorry. I don't know, but
Hi everyone, welcome to the Car Guy Algorithm. I'm Doug of Nightfall Drives.
And I'm Joe of Jay's Driveway.
So category 1, adventures and road trips.
Yeah.
I love this kind of thing. It's, you know, loads of channels out there doing it, big continental trips, whatever. I've chosen 2, the first one being one of the supercar driver films. So
I love that channel.
I wanted to start strongly. And the videos are really lovely, really well shot. And this one, the Tartan Florio video, it's in an area that I've visited a few times. I really love it. It's the Cairngorms in Scotland. They've done a tour based around that area and then finishing in Edinburgh with the castle.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been to Scotland, it's an amazing place for driving. And this kind of video just gives you inspiration, I think, to go and do that kind of trip, or it's on your own or in a group. So I'm going to have some clips on the screen, the imaginary screen here, as we go through the videos.
Take pause.
Do you want to go next?
Yeah. I mean, I have a fair few that I have watched over the time. I must admit, I'm not like Doug when it comes to the road trips. The main road trips I've ever really done in my car journey has been basically a Peak District, which is by the way, extremely fantastic. You think you've seen the UK until you've been to the Peak District, is the way I put it, right? Especially in the car. But the road trip video that I watched recently, which is actually a bit in the archives, is Harry's Garage, or Garage, however you want to say it, where he had a MSO McLaren SLR.
Oh, right, yeah.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
I've always loved the SLR since way back when I first saw it on Top Gear. And I think it was when they did that race to, from London to Oslo?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the car versus the public transport, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that video, I think I just found it so picturesque. I mean, his channel in general is amazing. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but the McLaren in itself, it always starts with the car for me. Also what the person in the car feels about the car on the journey itself and the roads itself. The problems that he had on the way, or even just the way the car itself was bettered, because it's an MSO one, so it was upgraded by McLaren later on in its life.
I never knew that it would have that later like refresh.
So it wasn't even like from what I can, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, by the way. I don't own a McLaren SLR, so you know, right? Not yet. But it was I think it was a customer car, or it was previously a customer car, and then it went to McLaren for basically the upgrades in itself. It's not like a general thing that they did for all of them. I think you had to opt in for it, and it was extra money for it. It was quite a lot of money, as you would imagine with a car of that category. But yeah, I remember watching
it the one that's kind of a bluey green?
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, yeah, it's ringing a bell now.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I only stumbled on Harry's channel quite late on in its inception, if that makes sense. So I've been spamming the old school playlists a lot.
Yeah.
So
this is one of my favourite pastimes, is to big channels. If you go back, you can very easily go on the subscription page and do oldest to newest.
Yeah.
If you do that, some of the big channels, if you look at their first few videos, it's quite
honestly
eye-opening with the way they start and where they are now is, you know, it's really interesting. So just to finish on your video then, did we say where it was, the road trip?
Yes, so you took it to the Lake District, which is another place on my list of interests to take a very good car. When I say a very good car, I'm not talking about a fancy, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter where. It's something I find very enjoying to drive and engage in.
The interesting car that means something to you.
Exactly, which is always the case for any enthusiast out there.
Yeah. And that leads me on nicely to my second video for the adventure category. I found one which it's had less than 300 views, but I think it's deserving of a lot more than that.
Yeah.
It's an hour, which might be the problem. but it's really good. So there's a guy with a Lotus Elise called Iowan Flower,
Yeah.
and he's taken his Elise 220,
Yeah.
Cut 220, on a road trip to Germany, and ending up at the Porsche Museum. And it's essentially the whole story of a trip with his partner, going across the channel. I love these types of trips. Done quite a few in recent years in the Evora, which is great for those sort of things.
Yeah.
But he's taken it a step further, doing it in an Elise.
Yeah.
And it's just really nicely filmed. He's done a story with it as well, in the sense of he's not just pop cameras on his car
Yeah.
and filmed driving. He's done little bits to camera to explain the trip and what's going on, and where they're staying, the roads, and good camera work as well. And as I say, I think it's on 280 views or something at the moment, which
I'm definitely going to add to that. I'll need you to send that to me as well.
Oh,
I want to watch it.
And he's put chapters in, so which helps with, because also the Porsche Museum they visit, I actually skipped by that, I have to admit, because I'm thinking of maybe going there next year, so I didn't want to
ruin it.
see that bit. So I just thought I'm enjoying the road trip story and stuff. I'll just skip past the chapter following the Porsche. So yeah, really impressive video. Check out Iowan Flowers' channel.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And that's the kind of thing I thought with those types of drives that my first video was about a drive as a group, which is great fun, but also these solo continental trips, or up to Scotland or whatever.
For sure. Literally, you and your partner on the road. I mean, it's quite picturesque, for sure.
Yeah, and it's good inspiration to plan in like your next trip.
For sure, for sure.
So your next one?
Yeah, my second one is going to be a little bit left wing. This is a channel that I'll mention a lot. Not that he needs the extra viewership, but I think I appreciate this person's channel more for the things that most people don't see rather than what they do, which might, I'm not trying to trigger anyone and say, oh yeah, you don't care about this video as much as I do, or whatever, but that is what it is. So there's a content creator out there called AdamLZ, or LZ as we would say it. Now, he has a range of different cars. He's mainly known for drifting, at least in most people's eyes, but he has a range of cars that are a lot more to my sort of taste. Honda, right? Japanese, right? But he did a road trip in one of his most recent, not the recent one, and a 992 GT3 manual. Now, obviously, this video ends up being quite bad in the end. I won't mention why, but most people who know AdamLZ will know what I'm mentioning. This is purple car. But they do a road trip, him and his other Porsche friends, in a place called Chase the Dragon. I don't know where it is in the US, sorry. I don't know, but the roads look fantastic.
Is it even Chase the Dragon or
Chase the Dragon? What did I call it?
I think you called it Chase.
I'm pretty sure it's called it.
Could it be?
Oh, the Tail of the Dragon. Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah. Someone's going to say Chase the Dragon. It's some other like euphemism or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be clips for sure. But no,
It goes in trouble in episode 1.
honestly, sorry, I apologize.
The Tail of the Dragon.
Tail of the Dragon.
It's quite a famous strip of very twisty mountain road.
Yes.
And is it Colorado or Tennessee or something around?
I'm honestly
something
not
like
sure.
that.
I couldn't tell you. But the reason why I love this video is you take a modern driver's car, which is very rare to find these days, in manual spec, which is my favorite. You then he's very good at bringing to life something that might seem a dream, but how realistic it is to drive without it being too gimmicky. And I'm not trying to offend anyone. Everyone has their own imitation or interpretation of what they find gimmicky, but he's not, and he's just driving, and the sound of the car, the feel of the car, even just the looks of it. He has his own little sense of humor in there as well, which is always fun. And to me, that's the first time I've watched a US car video where I'm there and I'm like, I think I want to drive that road. Again, I guess it goes back to the ethos as who I am. When it comes to modifying cars or building cars or what I like in cars, handling is always first. Handling, feel is first before we then talk about power, which again sounds really controversial because AdamLZ is known for building really like high-powered big turbo cars sort of thing. But honestly, it's such a good video.
Check it out.
It is actually such a good video. And he's literally vlogging it. There's no extra music in the background. There's no, like that has its place, but sometimes you just need to, the raw experience needs to come across in the video, and he did that quite well.
Nice, yeah. And you've got me with handling as well. That's my priority as well.
Quite literally, it really is. I can talk about that. I can talk about that like for a whole other podcast or a whole other day, but yeah.
Nice, yeah.